Hello and welcome to week 16. So we only have 2 weeks left to go, and these last 2 weeks are really going to kind of wrap everything up and pull in some information that I think is really critical to remember as we're finishing out this course. So leading up to this week, we have talked about people in early childhood education, such as the theorist. We've talked about the different developmental domains of learning in children. We've traced the history of early childhood education. And this week we're going to focus on another population that I think is absolutely critical to the success of not only our classrooms and our teaching, but the children's learning and development, and that's the families. I have learned after being in this field for what seems like 100 years that families can be your best friend or your worst nightmare. And really, it all starts with how you choose to establish a relationship with families. You're not just teaching children, you are also teaching parents. You're also partnering with parents. And so the only way that children can truly be successful is if there is a partnership between the school and the family. And that's really what you're going to be looking at this week. So when you look at our weekly page, you're going to see again that this is something, we are partners in education. One of the best examples I ever heard about supporting is the idea of a three-legged stool. You can only have a stool that is sturdy if it has three legs. If it has two, it's going to be wobbly. And that's where we're looking at the school, we're looking at the teachers, and we're looking at the families. And all three of those need to be in harmony in order for children to have the best chance of being successful. So chapter 8 in your textbook is what you're going to be looking at this week. And I've also provided the PowerPoint as always. But what I want you to do once you've done this is I want you to get into the Code of Ethics, which is actually in the appendix of your textbook, but I have linked it here so that you can download it. It is definitely something that you're going to want to hold on to because it talks about the different ethical obligations that we have with the different people that we're going to be interacting with. So we have ethical responsibilities, obviously, to the children, and we have ethical responsibilities to our colleagues, but there is a section that deals with our ethical responsibilities to families. And that's what I want you to focus on. It's section 2. So I want you are certainly welcome to read the entire resource, but for this week, I really want you to focus on section 2. So when you're done with that, I want you to complete the discussion board on family involvement. Make sure that you post and respond to 2 of your classmates in order to get full credit. And make sure that you're continuing to work on your thematic unit. So it's due by the end of the semester, but as I had stated before, if you get it turned in early, it will be worth 5 extra credit points. So now that we're done with the domains of development, this should be an assignment that you are able to complete at this point. So next week we will be finishing up. It will be our last week of the semester, and you will only have a reflections discussion board as we are truly wrapping up the course, and we're now looking ahead. So when we started the course, we were tracing the history of early childhood, and next week we're going to be looking to the future. So have a great week learning about families and how you can best work with them. Continue working on your thematic unit, and I will see you in our final week.